Let me tell you this. Don't think because you talk to two people, you're going to get two lead generators. I have had in-house bird dogs where they were kind of like on-the-job training. I've probably had 20 of them over my real estate investing career.
You're listening to 5 Hour Real Estate Week, where you'll learn to consistently buy real estate in only 5 hours a week. So if you're ready to invest in real estate, achieve financial freedom, and own the lifestyle you deserve, even with your job, this is the show for you. Now, here's your host, Mike Butler.
Hello and welcome to another session of Systems Saturday. Now, this one here is going to be one that will make you feel like you've got a lot of more freedom as well. But bird dogs, everybody thinks they know what they are. And bottom line is bird dogs bring you deals. But how do you implement that? How do you get one that's wonderful and effective and is really going to save your time and actually be part of your system? Well, let me point this out. There's just simply not enough hours in a day for you to go out there and to do everything. But imagine this. What if you could have some bird dogs that bring you deals and then you get to cherry pick them and analyze them? Wouldn't that be more efficient? Wouldn't that help you keep your real estate effort and activity down to 5 hours or less per week? Well, when we talk about bird dogs, a lot of folks don't understand this, but I want to break this down into two sections that you can understand. That helps me to understand it. Now, most folks think of a bird dog just as I described, where they bring you deals. Well, that's true, okay? However, there's two different types of bird dogs. And the bird dogs that I want you to focus on at this point, especially if you have a job, is what I'll call the lead generator bird dog, okay? So we have one type of bird dog called the lead generator. The other type of bird dog is a deal maker. And for the most part, 100% of it for you, you just approve it or bless it. Now, with so many wholesalers out there in the market today, those folks there, if you subscribe to their list and get on their buyers list and things like that, those for the most part are kind of like deal makers. And so they put a deal together and then they pitch it to you and they assign it or mark it up and they get a wholesale fee. Okay. But they're also pitching it to a lot of other folks. But what you can do right now and turn on, it doesn't cost you a penny, is to get yourself some lead generators, okay? So lead generators do this. You've got to set the criteria that you want, okay? So what's the criteria for a lead generator? Well, I like this zip code, and that zip code. Or I like homes in this neighborhood. And I would say this, when you come to your lead generators, especially like if you live on the West Coast and, the numbers don't work for a rental in your town out there, a lot of towns in California and the West Coast. But if you pick a town like mine where the numbers do work very well, well, then you can tell lead generator, okay, I want this city, I want these zip codes, these neighborhoods, this geographic area, and here's what I want you to look for. I want to and think about the ones that you would like to cherry pick. So look for houses that look like something ain't right with them. So what does that mean? Something not right could be, well, the grass too tall, deferred maintenance, cars in the yard. It just doesn't fit in with the others. Okay, so the rest of them, if it's a little owner-occupied, mostly owner-occupied property, so this will probably be the property that all the owners there want those folks to get out of there. It might be a burnout landlord that's not taking care of the place, okay? So anytime you see a for rent sign, that's a lead. Gather that information. Have them put it on your card. Identify the target area. Tell them what to look for, okay? If it's been unkept, deferred maintenance. And then what you have to do at the very beginning is to set up how they are going to get paid. So, for example, you could do something like this. If you're using my town, for example, and you have lead generators, for any deal I buy that's less than $50,000, I'll give you $500. If my purchase price is between $50,000 or $100,000, I'll give you $750. And if it's over $100,000, my purchase price, I'll give you $1,000, sometimes more if it's a lot bigger home, okay, or a bigger deal. And who can be your bird dogs? Now, let me see, I caught myself. Who can be your lead generator type of bird dog? That can be anybody. Anything from somebody delivering pizzas, mailman, they know what's going on. If they see mail, your lead generator, they see mail busting out of the mailbox on the porch or something, okay? Anyone can be a lead generator. They can be real estate agents. The one that I like the best is policemen. Think about this. So the ones that are in uniform that ride around in a marked car, and we just did a power lunch on this a while back, and Fred Helm, almost 20-year investor, he's retired from the same police department I retired from. And while he's waiting for a run to come out, okay, instead of sitting up in the parking lot on a hill or something like that, well, he was riding around looking for deals. And so he would ride around and take a picture of him with his cell phone, jot down the address, and everything that he drove around on his beat was his target area. He liked to buy rentals there. So anytime he saw a for rent sign, he would take a picture of that property and jot down the address, and he would just be driving for dollars. So policemen are very, very good. And so find out who rides that beat during the daytime or the afternoon, but see people that work at night, late watch, graveyard shift, they can't see the condition of the property when everything's dark. So policemen are great. Another one, yellow cab drivers. So the sky's the limit on who you can identify. But let me tell you this. Don't think because you talk to 2 people, you're going to get 2 lead generators. I have had in-house bird dogs where they were kind of like on-the-job training. I've probably had 20 of them over my real estate investing career. I only had 2 that were awesome. Only 2. And those were the deal maker kind that I trained, and they were jumped on board because they wanted me to train them how to be an investor like Mike Butler. So the thing about a deal maker kind of a bird dog, if you're going to try to do them in-house and they're going to learn from you, that takes a lot of time. And the other thing is, if you want them to be loyal to you and not to shop around their deals like these wholesalers do, when they bring you a deal, you got to pounce, you got to buy. You can't kick the can down the road and say, well, this one's just not to speed, okay? So the deal maker bird dog, you got to have your buying machine cranked up and ready to pounce. The lead generator type of bird dog, that one you can turn on now, and it is awesome. So I'm looking at my notes here. There's a little software out there that Forbes says is the number 1 tool for today's real estate investor. Yeah, this is a little bit of a commercial, but the thing is awesome. It's called dealmachine.com, dealmachine.com. And I want you to use a coupon code called all small case letters M Butler. And I will you get a 14-day trial, try it for free. And I'll put $10 in your account so you can send a postcard. It's a great little tool, but you can have what they call a deal finder. Okay. But it's actually a lead generator bird dog that I've just been talking about. And what they can do is they can go around and open up this app on their cell phone, take a picture of a property. It goes right in there. So they don't have to do anything. They cannot see any of your other deals that you've got in your dealmachine.com. But that's just a great little software. And what else do I have in here? So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up and get out there and find you some lead generators. How many lead generators could you have going on at one time? As many as you want. Now, I'm not going to say 50, okay, but lead generators, you don't want them to send you junk. And let me give you this rule. Do not pay them by the lead, okay? Guess how I know? Because I did that one time. And they just started taking pictures of everything under the sun, and I might have given them $5 or something like that, but they take 50 pictures and want to get paid, and they were all dogs. None of them fit the criteria I was looking for. So get them set up on a pay-as-you-go, pay-as-you-get results compensation plan there. That'll be awesome. So signing off here. See you on the next one. Adios.
Glad you joined us for another episode of 5-Hour Real Estate Week. The best thing you can do now is put this information to action. To help you get started, Mike created a free resource for you called How to Buy 50 Houses a Year, Even with Your Job. Download it now by going to mikebutler.com/50 houses. And we'll see you on the next episode.